We're in the Negro manosphere. But we are live. Shout out to everybody. Again, that's here early. You know, I like to be early. You know, I don't like to be late. You know? I'm sure at least most, if not all of y'all, feel the same way as me. You know? But we here. We're going to talk about this quarantine. I think I have mentioned how the quarantine has been affecting people over the course of this whole situation, right? Now, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Despite what the naysayers and the doom gloomers say, there's going to be states that are going to be opening up at the end of the month. I feel like I'm in a state that's going to be opening up at the end of the month because they're already allowing people to, I don't know if it's to get on boats or to do something with boats.
Hope you're staying safe and finding peace amongst the madness.
Thank you, Abby. I appreciate it. And yes, I am staying safe and I'm not going out too much. I was out today a little bit. I'm definitely finding peace. I'm not allowing this to defeat me like it has some others. I'm staying, mentally sharp as much as possible. That's what doing content and getting out of the house every once in a while, at least once a day, getting the sun on your face. You know what I'm saying? You need that. You need the sun on your face and you need to be around actual people. You know? But I appreciate that, Abby. Thank you.
What's up, Jay? Getting the chat stimulated.
Appreciate that, Andito Gamer. Shout out to you, man. As always, man. But we're going to get into shout outs. Let's get to the shout outs real quick. Vern85, True ATL, what's up, Gemini? I'm him. Let's see. Sar, Bella, let's see, O'Shea, Mellow Bird, B France, Noble Sports, Coco J, Foxy Lady. And shout out to Bella Michelle too. She donated through PayPal. See Sean, Oliver, 55 D Stroke. See Ill Wills. Let's see Fly Trap. Shout out to Abby. David Watts, what's good, man? See Abby. Carly, Luke Duke, Gemini 605, what's up, man? Tate Man, Clan Killer, It was Don Julio, what's up? Jacelyn, Ty City, what's going on? Brianna, what's good? Sirius Leonard, what's going on? Real Olivia Pope, what's good? Isis. Round Ball, shout out to you. Shout out to Coco J for the super chats. Carl Page. Yeah, everybody's here. I'm looking at the names of the roll call, and a lot of you are here today on this Friday. Finally, because the last stream I did, it has some issues. It took all day for the stream to post to the channel, which is really weird. I went live and it's almost like they hid the stream. They hid the stream for about 10 hours before they posted it. So I hope that don't happen with this. What's good, Kenny, Cassius, LD, like the stream, people. But we're going to talk about this quarantine. I want people to understand that, once again, like I was saying, there is light at the end of the tunnel. T Malone was good. Nick the Magnificent, what's up? D say hurt. Yeah, because D-Stroke is here for damn near every stream that I've done since he's been on the streams. Like, he's there, Shout out to Poetic Kells. So salute JD. Shout out to you, Poetic.
Salute Jay to Rockfire.
To Rockfire. Shout out to you. But yeah, man, I hope this post. I hope they don't hold it. They keep it, hidden for about 10 hours, which is crazy. They only do that to streams at about 7 or 8 hours because I think they hold those because they have to let that render and it takes a while. But a stream that's an hour and a half, you shouldn't have it hidden for 10 hours. So hopefully they don't do it this one. But the views on it still was okay. There's a lot of people in the comment section. I talked about Bad Baby and her changing her look maybe to look like black girls. It was a good live stream. A lot of people had a lot to say, I posted a video today about Big Sean and Janae Aiko, and they did like an IG live, and she kind of pressed him a bit about marriage, and he was very uncomfortable, Shout out to Shy. Share that. But yeah, man, like the stream as I said before, because I want to get as many people here as possible. I'm trying to give as many people an opportunity to get in the chat before I get into the commentary, But
Long overdue. Peace, fam.
Shout out to you, Michael Dwayne. Shake that. Shy, let's show you that one.
I had to check a few coworkers because I agree with Donald Trump to open the economy back up. There are kids that want school. Adults want work.
Yeah, I agree, Shy. We should open the country up. We gain nothing from keeping it closed, And the people that are getting upset about that are people that don't like Trump, and they don't want to see. They don't want to agree with anything he does. Those people are mad delusional,
Your Big Sean video was spot on. Janet fans SMH.
Appreciate that again, Shy. Yeah, Big Sean is not gonna marry her. I think she has to come to that conclusion. They need to let each other go, And I've been saying this. If somebody don't want to be with you, just let them go. Okay? It's clear that he likes her, but long term, that's not what he wants. But in her case, she knows that Big Sean, he doesn't date down, he dates up. He always upgrades from the other female he's been with. And she knows this, and I think a part of her don't want him to do that. So she's holding on to him so he don't go and get another female. Because they say he was dealing with Ariana Grande again. And that's when you start to see her making songs and, trying to make him feel guilty about how the relationship ended. If you don't want somebody, just let them go. Okay? Just let them go. There's no reason to be in a relationship with somebody that you really don't want to be with. Does it make any sense? But Big Sean, he dates higher caliber female, either in her career, looks like, he has a certain standard with the women he dates, But it'd be very interesting to see who Big Sean would date next. I would like to see who he would date next. I'm pretty sure he knows who he would date next, But I think he might feel a little guilty, just leaving her out to dry, because it's clear that she ain't move on from him. She made a joke about her DMs being wide open. I don't know why women do that. Talk about how their DMs is open to a dude they're quote unquote in a relationship with. Like, what is that supposed to mean? Are you threatening to deal with somebody else? Take you off of his hands? Now, I also want to get into something too. I posted a picture to Instagram last night. Okay. It was like a side picture of me, right? Showing off the quarantine beard and me keeping it lined up, keeping my head trimmed, because I can't really get to a barber right now. And the reason why I posted it was because I wanted to show that we as men should always have skills to do things when no one else can do it for us. Instead of being like, oh man, I don't have my barber in here. What am I going to do? You don't want to be looking crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're just a regular guy. You don't want to be out here woofed out. I was a little woofed out. I had to go and clean it up. That's what I did. It wasn't a situation where I was putting it up to get attention or to impress. I don't really care about impressing. What's good, Rainy Woman? You know, I don't look to impress anybody. I don't have to impress anybody. You know? So I wanted to see if that people would get that. You know? I don't know why males, and listen, I'm not calling out nobody, okay? But why is it that males be so like hyped up when they see your face? Like, what? Come on, man. Well, Michael, I think we get 70 to 6. We get 65 to 70%. I think we get like 65% of the donation through Super Chat. You know, so if anybody wants to use a Cash App or PayPal, that would be cool. You know. Well, Ice is a quid. He definitely has a point. Thank you, Brianna. Yeah, you know, Big Sean does have a type because Big Sean is a small guy, so he likes girls to be smallish, like, you know, I guess him. I just want to know, like, why y'all be so hyped up to see a few faces? Like, you know, I can understand women fanning out, but it's like, and I appreciate people that follow me, but it's like, you know, the message is what you look to put out there, you know, that's it. But I've had people criticize why I don't show my face. There wasn't pressure. There was no pressure at all. I took the picture. I said, you know what, why not just post it? You know, why not? Fuck it. Why not? Might not see one for another 5, 6, 8 months, you know. But like I said, I appreciate everybody that support me, man. It is Mike, but you know. But like I said, I appreciate the people that follow me though, man. But they be hyped up. Okay. You know. But shout out to everyone that's listening. We need to talk about this quarantine. We need to talk about what's going on. See you, Dion. We got to talk about it. You know, people are starting to lose their minds with this quarantine. I think it all started when people were going to the stores and buying up all of the paper towels and toilet papers and buying a whole bunch of processed foods that their kids don't need. You know, I saw a video that Ronda Rousey put up, and she showed like how she's growing her own food. She had a freezer full of meats. You know, I think she lives in the country. I think her husband lives in the country. And I said to myself, you know, that's one of the best aspects about, I would say, living outside of the city, when you can grow your own food. You know, you can have a farm. You know, you don't have to go and buy a bunch of processed bullshit that you don't need. And you got a lot of these parents, especially these mothers, who can't cook, but they buy a bunch of, you know, put in the microwave and warm up foods, you know, which they don't really need. But they go and they put all that crap in their carts and they buy it up. I saw somebody say, you know, they bought the hand sanitizer, but they forgot the soap. because they know they don't really understand how to shop. Thanks, man. And that's the one aspect that I like about being where I'm from in South Carolina, is that you got nothing but trees and green grass. Like, you can stay, what we call it, the boonies, and you can eat healthier and live healthier life because you're out. You're not in the city. You're not congested. You have space, you know. But I'm looking at, and listen, I'm not trying to stereotype, but there was a lot of Caucasian women buying a bunch of processed shit, okay? Okay, when I went, maybe because of the area I'm in, I don't know. But you know, if your kids learn to eat bad stuff and they grow up overweight or have health issues that is magnetized by this virus, then what are you doing? You know? I know you can grow in the city. I mean, if you got your own, you know, your own land in the city, you could. But that's the one thing I like about the country. I've always liked about it. You have space. You're not congested. You have trees. You have green grass. You have fields. You have lakes. You know, got plenty of lakes here. You know, who wouldn't want to have a lake? You know, who wouldn't want to have a lake in the back of their house? You know, and or near them that they can go to every day, you know.
Salute and support brother Jay Crown full score.
Appreciate that grown man business. Shout out to you, man. All right, random woman. I don't know if you're going or coming, but I appreciate you. But yeah, you're not the one stuck with these kids all day long, Jay. Well, of course not. But shit, I got neighbors with kids. You know? And they're unleashing them on the neighborhood. You know? So, I want people to understand something, man. Like, one of the things that I have learned is that you always got to be prepared, especially when it comes to relationships and marriages. Like, with the stuff I've been showing you in my videos, as far as Boris Kojo or some of these other situations, right? It's to show you that when people are around each other too much, they want to tell people everything that's going on. You know, because they can't really talk to each other. They've never really been able to talk to each other, you know? So one of the things that I've noticed is that there is no communication, even with couples that have been together for a long time. So when you have this virus happening and you have people who don't want to be, I wouldn't say, we'll say together, but they're not used to constantly talking to each other. Okay? They're used to talking to other people at the job. They're used to talking to people that they're cool with. Like, people got to understand, people build bonds with their coworkers, especially if they've been around them for a long time. You know?
Single mothers bought up all the damn TV dinners and Hawaiian punched SMH.
Appreciate that, Mina's nice guy. Yeah, they buying up all the Lunchables, all the juices. You know what I'm saying? You want you a juice too? They can't even find it. What's good, Ricky? 245. Like the stream, people. You looking for, you know what I'm saying? You want the quick and easy snacks here and there, and you can't even find them. Because they done bought them all. Bud carts, like at the beginning of the lockdowns, man, grocery carts full of stuff, things that you looking for. Like, I was looking for that. And they buying it up. You got people fighting over toilet paper. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know. And y'all notice the health food store, nobody's fighting over anything there. One of the reasons because the health food store is very expensive. But we see fighting in Walmart and your local grocers, you know, whether, because I know down here we got like IGA and Food Lion and, you know, Harris Teeter, you know, buying up most of the stuff in it. Now, there are other stuff that are avoided, but there's other stuff that's not avoided, you know. And I think people are starting to lose their minds when it comes to that, and it trickles down at home, because again, what I was saying about the coworkers and relationships, you got people who build bonds with their coworkers. Now you got Boris and Nicole, who are actors, right? I'm pretty sure that it may not film a lot, but they film here and there, and they're able to be around new people, new energy, or some of the same people, and they're able to confide in them, and they're able to be around their spouse less and less, you know? So they can't confide in those people, especially if you're in Los Angeles, where they just extended the quarantine, which I really feel bad for those people, man. Y'all got to be stuck in a house. Can't really go nowhere for another month. And some states, and hopefully mine, will be lifting the quarantine next month, at the beginning of next month. So, but now they're around their spouse more, and they're holding secrets. They're kind of holding back. This is why you see the video of, Nicole Ari Parker basically telling friends how she really feels and what she really wants, And you have a spouse who you're not telling these things to, and they have to hear it for the first time. It's crazy, So now they go to social media, because social media, they can say, hey, we're just having couple talk. It's not the same with Will Smith and Jada. I believe they discuss things with each other. They just make it public. You can tell, but Boris was caught off guard. Just like with Big Sean, he was caught off guard. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to understand that this is why marriages either are for financial reasons, or it could be a situation where you want to keep the family together. And if that's the case, then this quarantine is really going to test all of that. It's good, Ms. Holmes. It is. Now, depending on where you are, if you got like a strict lockdown, you can't just go to your side chick, chill with your side chick like that. Or, these chicks with their side dudes. Because trust and believe, these women got side dudes. They're not just, sitting at home, just having conversations with their friends when they're upset at their husband or boyfriend. There's other men they deal with as well. Not as frequently as men that have side chicks, but they deal with other men, Shout out to Terry Good. Appreciate that, man. Connecticut extended the quarantine to May 20th. That's crazy. Is it bad there? Because some of those, let me tell you about some of these governors real quick. In some of these states, some of these governors are just power hungry. They just want to have more. They know that once they open the state back up, they're not going to have the control and say so, and to be able to push people around and use military force as needed, and have complete control like they have now. I'm good, Leandra. That's why I'm glad I'm in a state with a Republican governor who actually is very lenient. He wants the state open up as badly as anybody. And I think that's contributing to why people are starting to lose their minds. Okay. You got people who've given up. You got people who are looking to divorce. I saw this article. I was actually thinking about doing a video on it or a live stream. And it says that divorce attorneys are being contacted by a lot of wives, not husbands, but a lot of wives. They're being contacted by a lot of women who are married, seeking advice on what they should do. So if some of these states extend quarantine more and more, is only going to make it worse, not only financially for a lot of people, but for relationships as well. Right, B friends? People are losing a lot over this. Jobs and probably their marriages. Some marriages will never be the same. Some relationships will never be the same. Because some people just aren't compatible with each other as they may have thought they were. My classmate made a lie yesterday saying her and her husband are getting a divorce. Really, Brianna? That's crazy. So she went live to say that her and her husband are getting a divorce after the quarantine. So what they gonna do now? They just gonna live with each other? Sleep in different bedrooms? I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen, man. Especially if this continues, you know, because people realize they don't like each other like that. Everything was cool when both of y'all was at work all day. You weren't really around each other. When you got off work, you wouldn't deal what you want to do. She wouldn't deal what she wanted to do. You know, the trust just wasn't there anymore. You started to trust other people. You started to confide in other people. You know, you're having relations with other people. You're building bonds with other people. You just live with each other. You're almost like roommates. You know, one person comes home, the other person leaves. You're roommates. You don't even like to be around each other. There's a lot that is going to happen over this. This is probably one of the worst springs ever, you know, and it started last month. Well, it actually started in February, but the summer is where the challenge is going to be, because this is a time of year when a lot of people are around each other. It's the summertime, whether it be the beaches, whether it be the malls. A lot of people love to congregate with each other during the summer. We still don't know when that's going to be able to happen. So you're going to have people who love to go out and meet people at bars or restaurants, whatever. They can't really do that right now. And they may not be able to do that for some time, depending on what state you're in. Some states are going to be able to go back to normal like ain't nothing happened. Some places are still going to be, it's going to be crazy. So I think the longer this quarantine is extended, the worse it's going to be financially and emotionally for people. People are mentally losing it. I saw this video of this woman going off about how angry she was that she had to be home with her kids, man. How her kids was making her crazy. The kids already don't listen to their parents. Things are just going to be different for a little while now, you know. But I'm not a person that pushes, fear. I think that we should all be very optimistic about the future, because at some point this all is going to be the past, and we got to be able to move forward. But yeah, people are starting to lose it, man. People walking around with masks, gloves. I mean, do you think that mentality is going to leave them? I can see if you're older, but why are you young people wearing masks and gloves like that? I can understand if you're in public, you don't want to either transmit or get anything, but let's have this same energy when it comes to your partners in the bedroom. When there is no discipline, there is no putting on rubbers. You just going, you're going for the win, which becomes an L when you impregnate somebody you don't like. Okay, let's take calls. Bring this keyboard over to me. Do y'all think people are still gonna have that same energy when it comes to who they sleeping with? Okay, let's see. All right, you're live, but hold on. Let me. I gotta do this every show. This is crazy. Okay, you're live. What's up?
What's up, Jay? This is John from New York speaking.
What's good, John?
Jay, I have a question for you. About couples during this quarantine crisis, and you said like couples that don't like each other, you know, they can't stand each other. So my point is, they gotta stay in the house all the time and look at each other, right? Do you think that they will get to that point that like murders or something like? I mean, sometimes it happens when couples that want to kill each other or murder each other because they don't like.
I heard.
the person,
I think I've heard one occurred during this. But there are probably others that have happened that I don't really know of. But I have heard. I think I've heard of one situation that's occurred. But you gotta understand there's abuse that's going on in these households. That's why you got kids that are being abused that were out of the house most of the day, either playing outside or at school. They're now around abusive parents. There's a lot going on in the situation, man.
And I watch a lot of crime stories sometimes, and I heard like the wives sometimes hire the hitman to kill the husband, especially if the husband has like a lot of money or a lot of loot. She'll go after him and kill him or take the kids, and then it happens. Yeah. Even if the husband has like side chicks, I mean the wives will go that far. Some wives, not all, but
yeah, and that's why I think these quarantines need to be over as soon as possible, so people can get back to that normalcy mentally. Maybe not out physically, like I'm going this place, that place, but mentally, like. Mentally for their mental health, because it was so easy for people to fold and go home and not even fight. But you are seeing people in Michigan and I believe Minnesota say, you know what, this is bullshit. Y'all are extending this. Y'all know we going crazy. These kids are driving us crazy. We need to end this, And
I'm not talking about regular couples too. I'm talking about celebrity couples. I mean, you got these celebrity couples that probably can't stand each other too. And then if this keeps going on, who knows? They might try to, get into fights, hurt each other, kill each other. I mean, like especially the ones that have the side chicks. I mean, I'll be more afraid of the females that try to kill you or try to hurt you.
Well, hopefully a lot of that is not going on, but I have a feeling that some of it is,
I'm just saying, like, they got to keep their eyes open. I mean, like,
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, like this time of age. I mean, to me, marriage. I mean, like people when they get married, they love each other, make it family, all of that. But these days, I mean, like nobody believes in how you say it, monogamy no more. Nobody believes in that because they want to like experiment with other people. They don't want to be in the same house with the same person 24 hours a day. You gotta look at the person's face, and especially like you can't stand up.
Yeah, especially if you live in like an apartment building, you know what I'm saying, and you don't really have like a backyard or a space at your house where you can just go. A lot of those guys feel trapped, but I appreciate you, calling in and speaking on that. I'm gonna get to some more callers though, okay?
Okay, Jay.
All right, man. Shout out to John from New York, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, man. Peace. Shout out to you, man. Let me get some more calls, man. I want to get some more calls, man. All right. Yo, you live with Jada Black. What's up?
Hey, it's Mellow Bird. It's been a while.
Yeah, what's good, Mellow Bird? Hasn't it, huh?
Oh, yeah. The last time I called was January. I'm always either at work or with my boyfriend.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I wanted to make a comment. I wanted to be a little positive.
Okay.
I found that it's easier if you're with someone you have a lot in common with in the first place. There's a lot of outdoor activities going on. I bought some roller skates just last week, and my boyfriend bought a skateboard, and we go and skate together. We just got done doing that.
Okay.
We also like music. We play he plays the mandolin, and I play the guitar and the ukulele. We do that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
there's nothing
it really
like
helps.
couples bonding and doing things together. That's cool.
Exactly. There's way more time to do that now. So I think it helps when you have a lot of oddball things in common that you don't need to necessarily go out to do. Like you don't need to make a date and spend money going out. So I think if people get with someone they have things in common with, and they can stay at home and do those things, it would probably help during times like this.
Yeah. I definitely agree. Find your interests and what you both like and just do it together. Not like an ego wrestling concept like, well, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of that's going on.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's kind of one of my what's the word? I don't want to say qualifications, but that's the only word I can come up with is like things in common. You can build off of that.
Yeah. And that can definitely work, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's all I had to say. Is just maybe if anybody's in the chat still looking to date and stuff, I highly recommend, because like during this time we've gotten closer together doing things that we like. Well, so maybe that could help somebody. Yeah,
well, cool. Well, I appreciate the call, and definitely, man, it's either you grow together or you grow apart. You know, there's no middle in this, you know? Yeah.
I was with someone where we didn't have a lot in common, and, you know, we were together for 7 years, but I wish that I knew better back then and had somebody where we couldn't be on the same level. Yeah. We can meet in the middle.
Yeah, well, time definitely it helps you learn more, you know, through decisions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad I was able to catch the show. It's been forever. All right, that's all I had to say.
All right, Mellowbird. Well, thanks for calling in. All right.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right, bye. Shout out to Mellowbird. Positive energy. Yo, you live. What's up?
Yeah, what's going on, man? This is Monquise. I'm just seeing a lot of people who never really had core interests, and you know, with work and you know, hobbies, sometimes side chicks, sometimes side dudes, you know, they're always out and about, so they only spend a small amount of time together. You know what I'm saying? And now that you got people not working at all, working from home, you're around somebody more often.
Yeah.
That you have no interest with and you have no core interest with.
Right.
And people are starting to see this. You know what I'm saying? My mom just broke up with her boyfriend of a year.
Wow.
You know, realizing that they're not compatible just by kicking it together on a day-to-day basis. So, you know, I just want to let people know, you know, when you're talking to somebody, try to get together those core interests. You know what I'm saying? So this way, by the time you guys spend some quality time together for a long period, everything will be all right.
Yeah, definitely. You know, find the interest. Yeah, because if you don't have the interest, it's gonna show eventually. You know.
Exactly. All the lies will catch up with you sooner or later. Well, thank you for taking my call. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, cool, man. Well, thanks for the call, man. All right. Shout out to you, man, for the call, man. All right, who is this? Yo, you live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hello.
Yo.
Hi. This is Loving Homes.
Loving Homes. What's going on with you? It's been a minute. What's going on with you?
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Calling in.
You're doing good and staying safe and everything. But I just wanted to make it quick.
Good.
But I just wanted to say, I think marriage, in my opinion, I don't really think it's the answer for a lot of people, because people are just, I guess, these days want to be so independent. They really don't want to be with someone, and some of them probably stay because they feel like it's a trap, or they probably stay because of kids or whatever, but they really never really love that person, in my opinion. And marriage started off with coming together with finances, not really love, and we go off of emotions too much. And I'm just like, hey, you know, this is just the world we live in now. Some of us not going to get that love that our grandparents had. That was, you know, even though some of them probably stayed together, you know, in a toxic situation. But, you know, they stayed longer than any other marriages out here have stayed long together, you know. So I'm just like, some of us got to get out that fantasy and fairy tale, because some of us is just not going to get that, you know.
Yeah.
So that's just how I see it with that.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Soon. All right. Take care. Shout out to his home for calling in. Yeah, man. You know, marriage has had its purposes. Then I just think that it doesn't have the same purpose anymore. People get married, I think, just because they like each other. Yeah, I think it's just because they like each other and they want to be married. You know. But we gotta take care of our mental health because that's all we have at the end of the day. We can have material things, we can have success, but if our mental health is fucked up, man, then we're in a bad place because we're gonna affect everyone around us, especially if you got kids, man. You got to keep your mental health in good condition if you got young ones and people that are dependent on you. You know. Family that are dependent on you. If you're still working, there's a lot of essential workers out there that's still working right now. You got coworkers that may be dependent on you to come in strong every day. You know, they may see you as a leader, may not tell you that, but you might be the leader of your office. You know, you got to put on a strong face for them. Show strength and not weakness. I'm seeing a lot of weakness on social media from men and women who probably have children, and they're doom and gloom. The world is over. Don't open the country up. Trump is wrong about everything. He's the bad guy. Let's defeat him by destroying the economy and ruining people's lives. We should be able to work with people we don't like, to accomplish things that we all want to accomplish, right? Which is to live normal lives. We don't want to be waiting on a fucking vaccine, okay? We don't want to be told how to live our lives every day, you know? I don't want a big government. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If I want to go outside and I want to soak in some sun or go somewhere, I'm going to do that because I have that right as a citizen of this fucking country. I like Trump, but can't tell no one. But that's sad, Carly, that you feel that way. But I think that's the mindset of a lot of people who work with coworkers who are delusional and they don't understand politics and they don't understand that, you know, some of the policies enacted work. Shout out to you, James Wilson. You're live with Jada Black. What's up?
Man, what's going on, OG?
What's up? What's up with you?
Nothing. I just came in the crib, man. It's getting crazy out there.
Yeah.
I was at Walmart, right?
Yeah.
Man, listen, the whole meat section just gone, OG. I'm talking about you ain't got pork steaks, pork chops, steak. I'm country too, but you know what I'm saying? I'm in the hood, but I'm like country still. Like they ain't got nothing.
I see what you mean.
But with this topic today, I'm gonna be honest with you, cause I think as far as like modern day relationships, it's about a wrap. Cause you got to think about it like this: you got red pill men, right? We know how these hoes work. We know the game. We know all that. Then you got these simp ass niggas, right? Bro, I'm gonna keep it real because I know you know what I'm saying. The line be busting or whatever. But Gail 22, shit, you're older than me, bro. She bought a $380,000 house with that OnlyFans money, bro. Now, this is the thing. I'm at the point now in my life, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I look at women as just butt down. I got a girlfriend and everything. They just butt down. Cause it's like, you know how they try to say, "Oh man, should be traditional. He should do this. He should do that." It's like they ain't giving us nothing to work with, bro. And like I said, I ain't gonna say all of them, but it's like the majority, especially in my age bracket, bro, it's about a rack.
I see what you
and
mean.
Like I was talking to my,
I
was talking to my,
yeah.
Oh my bad. Say what you saying.
I was saying like, especially girls in their 20s. A lot of them, I feel the same way you do. They're just not dateable. They're just not. They're not.
Man, look.
And any dude putting a ring on one of their fingers, you're a fucking idiot. But go ahead.
They're fucking simp. Like, and that's another thing too. Like, at first I was blaming women, but I blame some of these weak ass dudes too. Cause it's like, bro, y'all allowing these bitches to run y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like even with that Nicole or whatever her name is, the boy's Kojo, it's like you sat there and took that from your bride, nigga. You a grown man with I
Didn't
said,
say nothing.
like this. Yeah, like it's like I said, I'm gonna keep it brief, but it's just like I was in my head like my bitch she know not to even say nothing like that. She wouldn't even speak on that in front of me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like no abusive or control thing, but it's like you know what you can and can't say to certain dudes. You know what I mean? Like, and I was just like, you just letting her emasculate you, and then you had the one cuck ass dude. Oh, Boris, I still do that. It's like, you know his wife getting dicked down by a hood nigga. But back on topic real quick, and I'm done.
All right.
I feel like I'm gonna be honest with you. From that, if you age 18 to about 30, I take that. From 18 to 40, you probably have a 99% chance of relationship failure, no matter who you is. And even if it start off good, man, I think the report yesterday, bro, it said 99% of women get tired of having a sexual relationship with the same dude after 1 year. So basically, what I'm saying, after 1 year. You cuck ass niggas and you hoe ass bros. Y'all, look, it's no hope for y'all. No disrespect. A lot of people are outliers. Well, I ain't gonna say. Look, people like me and Jay, we outliers. We know how to work with a bitch, but it's like most of y'all, no, it ain't. And I ain't trying to burn bread on people, but it's like in this day and age we in, bro, it's about a wrap. But that's all I want to say. And y'all get that bell a ring, ding, ding.
Exactly. Thanks for the call, bro. All right.
All right,
Take
OG.
it easy. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to the call, man. But we here, we live. Take a few more calls on this beautiful Friday. Last couple of days have been very nice. I think today has been really nice as well outside. You know what I'm saying? The weather is warm. We got that south weather today. Well, a little bit. It's a little bit cool, but then it's a little bit hot. The sun beaming. Shout out to Grown Man Business.
Salute to all the proud black conservatives.
Yo, what's up?
Black men are voting for the GOP at a 24 up from 12
good,
years ago. Meanwhile,
Nothing
black
much.
women
What's going
are
on?
at
I'm glad I
96
caught
for the
another live.
Democratic Party.
Well, cool.
This
I'm glad to
proves
see you
something.
here. You know?
Yeah. I want to put my 2 cents in on this topic. Hopefully you can hear me okay.
Yeah, you good.
I feel like with the quarantine is kind of I guess for a lot of people. I mean, it's gonna sound crazy to say, but I guess it occurs. I say that because I think with social media and the way things are now, everything is always on the move. I feel like people they've forgotten how to socialize and how to really what questions to ask, how to get to know people, to see if they're compatible.
Yeah.
They feel like if they have very few similarities, that's enough to make a relationship, and it takes a lot more than that. So you have a lot of people who may have not been shown like how to really deal with people in relationships, and so they're getting into these things. You know, a lot of it's for class, social media, they want to look good, or maybe just whatever the case. So when they're forced to be with these people and really talk to them, they're like, I don't really know what I saw in you, or I don't see what I saw in you before. You saw what you wanted to see. Now you have to see who this person really is, and you're seeing that it's them, or maybe it's not them, maybe it's you. A lot of people have to kind of look at themselves, look in the mirror and be like, okay, where's my life going? Because they have to just sit still. You have to sit still and just figure it out. So when it's all over, it's said and done, it's like, okay, how do we move forward from here? Because a lot of people going to be hitting people up that they broke up with during this time. They're going to be hitting them up trying to be like, okay, what's up? But they're going to be like, you said a lot of stuff during this quarantine, and you're right. We are not compatible. So I think with the whole virus thing, I think that people just a lot of people need to learn how to slow down and really know who they are, so they know who they're getting themselves attached to.
Yeah, because it will come back to bite you, so to speak, because you realize in that moment you're talking and you're around somebody like, I don't like this person. What did I see in you?
Right.
You know, you look good, but that's about it, you know?
That's all you got in common. And then, like, in some cases where you have people who've been together, in their cases, maybe they have stuff to occupy that time where they didn't have to be with around each other like that. So it was like they could kind of let it linger on, but now you're forced to be around yourselves. And, you know, for those, we're doing it for the kids, not a kid seeing, y'all don't really mess with each other like that. We knew that, but now we really got to see it. And so things start to change. So I don't know, but hopefully if it does come to an end, it's for the better for both parties, and it can be peaceful. ain't no craziness, ain't no foolishness, and everybody can move on with their lives.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna.
That's all.
Okay, cool. I appreciate the call, but there might be a lot of single people towards the end of the summer. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of single people towards the middle and end of the summer, man.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're gonna see. I guess we're gonna see what's gonna happen this summer. But I'm just gonna sit back and watch. I'm just watching the world stage.
Okay, well, I'm watching too, but I appreciate the call, though. All right.
No problem. Thanks, sir.
All right. Shout out to Abby with the call. It's a good call, man. I'm an optimist, but the reality of it all is when that weather warm up, you already know. You already know, man. But again, these relationships can be stronger than ever. You know, you grow a bond. You know, you grow stronger. You know, that can always happen. You know, but like I said, if you see an attitude change in some people, man, you already know what it is. You know, and this is the time to do it, man. But yeah, we got to get this country back up and running. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say, but what these naysayers are saying. We do have other diseases that have not been cured yet that are still running rampant as we speak, even during the quarantine. There are people right now that are carrying certain things. Yo Live, what's up? Hey, what's up? This is Beth. What's good, Beth?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Yeah, I want to say one thing. I don't know that anybody is going to actually break up and get divorced just because, they can't stand the person they're with. And the reason I say it is because, I feel like a lot of people get together and can't stand the person they're with because they don't want to be alone.
Queer therapy is happening during this quarantine.
They figure it's
That's
better
the best
to be miserable
medicine.
than be alone. I don't know if they're going to break up, especially if they're older. It's going to be like, well, if I leave now, I'm not going to be able to get anybody else.
Yeah, I would say
So I think they got to stick it out.
Yeah, I would say older couples that have been together for 30, 40 years. Of course, I don't see them breaking up over this, but like couples that ain't been together, that's been together less than I would say 5 to 10 years, I could see that definitely.
Yeah, I feel that way too. And I feel like a lot of people get together and don't like each other from the get-go. Because they're with them because of, what they have and whether it's their bank account or their backside or, other things.
Well, they become roommates,
That or they just, have mastered the double, the two-hand double twist combo. I think you know where I'm going with that. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people get together and don't even like each other anyway. They just don't want to be alone. So they do that from the get-go.
Yeah, I can see that.
And my second thing is, do you have any nieces or nephews?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
My challenge to you is to, have them over for like a week straight and just feed them nothing but healthy food and home-cooked meals, no snacks, no junk, no cereal, none of that, and let me know what happens.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Let me know what happens. And if you need assistance,
listen.
911 is a phone call.
I think their parents are doing a good job, okay? All right. But again, like I can have them over here and stuff like that, but I don't know about a week straight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that, but yeah, I love my nieces and nephews, But yeah.
I'm just keeping it real for you. Yeah, it's on paper, kids should be healthy. They shouldn't be eating all that stuff, but in reality, when they're just, here, I don't know if it's everywhere, but here, the schools are closed for the rest of the school year. Done. So,
well, I think
these
in
kids
some
are gonna
places,
be in the house.
but I'm not 100% sure, but I think some daycares may be opening up. I'm not 100% sure for the young kids. Okay, maybe not school place for teenagers or whatnot, but I have heard that. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, I can see what you're saying about the eating healthy. The thing is that people are gonna eat out. Okay, it's not like you're not gonna want to eat out, but the thing is, people are eating out and they have kids every day, and they wonder why those kids are overly big when they become teenagers. They're taller than they normally should be, or they're bigger than they normally should be. It's because they got hooked on you feeding them this processed stuff every single day, and you're not cooking for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that. No, I mean no, they. Yeah, that. I mean that. They did that. They had that coming. Mm. And usually those ones that feed their kids that, they're usually fat themselves. So, like parents like kids. But I'm just saying, like, I just know, just realistically speaking, these kids, they eat a lot. They do. If they're at home, they do nothing but eat. They eat everything. They eat all day long. They're like locusts. And that's why they're buying up all this stuff, because, nobody's really trying to listen to these little brats yelling and screaming all day long because they're out of snacks. And it bothered me because my favorite cereal, the generic brand, they bought them all out, but I finally got a pack, so I got one over on the biscuit. But yeah, that's just reality. People are buying up. They have to keep these little mouths fed, and they will not shut up until they get everything they want.
Well, again, I was a kid. I know I was a certain type of way, but as long as I got to go outside and play, I didn't really, as long as I got to go outside and play all day and then eat a snack here and there, and then when my mama cook, you know what I'm saying? But now they want burgers this and pizza that, you know what I'm saying? They want snacks here and there. It's like, it's crazy. I admit, I know it's a hell of a challenge raising kids nowadays. Maybe back then it was easier, but nowadays it's a little bit difficult because now you got these young kids who have smartphones. I don't know who's giving their kids smartphones, but they do. They know what's up going on out here. They know what kind of foods and this, that, the third is out here. You know what I'm saying? But see, that would be a good reason for you not to have any kids, Beth.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. I don't need my tubes tied. I too.
Okay.
I have my chastity belt.
Okay.
I have my chastity belt.
Yeah, but I got to go to some more callers, Beth. But I appreciate you calling in. All right.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Shout out to Beth. With the calls. Shout out to all the moms, man. Listen, I'm not saying it is easy. Shout out to all you parents that got young kids, but you don't have to buy half the store. The store is going to be open, okay? So you can always go back. That's what's going on. They're overly buying shit they don't need, okay? You got people who are overly buying shit that they really don't even need. Just overly buying shit. Like, the store gonna be there. The store is gonna be there. It gonna be there. They're not closing it. It's essential. You don't have to buy every goddamn pack of meat in there. They buying all the chicken, but not buying any of the fish or seafood foods in there. They're not at Whole Foods. They're not fighting over the expensive ass food over there. But they are fighting over the cheaper, I guess, food at the grocery store. It's crazy. But yeah, but shout out to the parents, man. I do not envy y'all having to watch, especially if you got a bunch of kids. I don't envy you. I really don't. Shout out to you. Okay? But I think Brianna said it and someone else said it. Try to go back to you. Y'all said that daycares are open, right? Just went buck wild on my kids for leaving chips and mess all over downstairs floor. But it's also up to us to keep on them. Can't really blame a kid for being lazy. I see what you're saying, Mrs. Vicious. But again, I got to shout out the moms out there. But just say that daycare is open for essential workers, okay? And I know they can't wait to drop them off. Can't even find a steak today. It's crazy, man. Like, the food is going to be there. The stores are going to be there. You don't have to buy everything up. Shit. Save some for some other people. Buying up all the toilet paper. Even the paper towel is gone. The napkins are gone. Are you serious? This will be a good time to learn how to plant and grow your own foods. Ohio, they are opening up in May 1st. South Carolina need to open up May 1st, which I think is going to happen. They say they got over 20 states that's probably going to be opened up. If you're in the Midwest or I believe the Northwest, y'all going to be probably opening up May 2. I've been live for about an hour, the Elements. Been live for about an hour. And shout out to the essential workers, To Alabama opening up, thank God. May 15th for St. Louis. If you don't have a bunch of cases piling up, there's no need to extend it. It really isn't. Like, you're getting a couple cases here and like, come on, man. I'm in NYC. Governor said May 15th. Outside opening back up. Now these businesses. Yeah, I'm accepting callers now, Elements. Yeah, shout out to the nurses, people who are dealing with the brunt of what's going on. Hey, y'all know I was looking at the videos. What do they call it? The Don't Rush Challenge. And they had this video on World Star of the police, the female police officers, I believe in the DC area. They do I think it's the Don't Rush Challenge. They're in their uniforms. I think the military women did. They go from their uniforms to their, I guess, outer uniform clothes. And of course, majority of them, they dress like they're ready to go to the club, And they had a couple females on there they're a little butchy, you can tell by their, rush. Even before they did the challenge, you can tell, yeah, I think she's a lesbian, or she's just very tomboyish, And they had the one chick at the end. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, studs. They had a couple studs. Why y'all had the studs on it? It was going good. They got the studs on them. Like, okay. But they made up for it towards the end of it, I will say. I'm telling you, man, there are women who they're wearing uniforms. Outside the uniforms, they look different. They're more themselves. Yeah, I did it with the military women and also with the police women. I think the military one with those females, I think that might have been a tad bit better. You know what I'm saying? But the amount of attention that people need is crazy. Yo, you live. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Jay the Black Man? I want to say, man, it's an honor to see that you still up and running. And, a lot of these other content creators, they can't even hold their own, man. How you doing?
What's good? Appreciate it, man. What's going on?
Not much, man. My name is Mike, man. I'm originally from NYC, but I'm over here in VA, man. And it's crazy out here. You see people fighting in the stores over chicken. You see them fighting in the stores over any kind of food, toilet paper. It's catastrophe out here, man. It's catastrophic. It's really seriously catastrophic. A lot of things, too, is a lot of us need to realize that, for one, we shouldn't really have these courts and other outside interferences in our personal business as far as family. Because now more than ever, we all need to stick together as a people, and it doesn't even really matter between race no more. For those people that are unifying right now, it shows. For those that are still stuck in their ways, they're gonna need us more than we need them. And now it shows as a point to surviving. You see a lot of these chicks nowadays are saying, "Well, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. I'm independent." Where's your independence now? You're gonna need that man later on down the line. But at the same time, these kids out here, man, I see a lot of people getting locked up. They can't get locked up. I see, everybody's like coronavirus. I'm not sure if it's real or not. I honestly, my personal perspective, I don't think it is, because if it was, how come the police ain't wearing that shit? The masks and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit that's going on that a lot of people ain't telling you, man.
Yeah,
a lot of people ain't telling us that.
Yeah, they got the mayor in LA saying that we need to tell on people who I think are not going in public with masks on or breaking curfew. We need to tell on them, and they're offering rewards.
Yeah.
It's like, this shit is getting crazy, man. They want people to hate each other.
Yeah, it's getting even more crazy. The governor out here, man, he's on some next level shit. He's talking about a lot of people, as you well know, when it comes down to purchasing, a lot of people are purchasing a lot of food to hold them down and weapons to protect themselves. Because as far as the police, they're saying that, look, unless it's important, unless you're essential and all this other craziness all out the way, that they're not going to be coming if some shit go down. So now more than ever, people are arming themselves, and now the governor's talking about, well, you can't buy a gun until after a month passes, and after that month passes, you're going to be restricted to buying another gun after everybody done bought them all up.
Yeah, they're trying to do that in Virginia too. They're trying to keep people from getting guns there. It's crazy. Yeah, that's why I want a smaller government. This is why you don't want big government. You want a smaller fucking government.
Yeah, absolutely. And you start to see that more and more nowadays where, a lot of people are getting into so-called relationships or looking for other people to leech on to say, hey, you know what, I'm in a relationship. But nowadays, a lot of people are like, okay, well, since everybody's out for themselves, let me just do me and work on myself. For the people that are working on themselves, you pretty much, Jay the Black Man, I respect you, brother, because you're telling people, you putting the people on to the truth, not just for the hype. You know what I'm saying? You putting people on to the truth, like, look, this and this will go down, but look at how this is going down. How could you hold yourself accountable? We holding a lot of these women accountable. We holding a lot of these fellas accountable. Each and everybody has to hold their own weight, and at the same time, do what's needed, not what's in the hype right now. A lot of these people out here, I don't understand how they could, throughout this whole crazy ass situation that's going on in America and all over the countries, they're still doing the same shit for negative attention. Like, okay, I'm gonna shake my ass for views. Bitch, you better shake your ass for some food, because all of that money ain't gonna help you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You thinking money gonna help you? You better worry about resources, and you better learn how to get it on your own, because you can only shake your ass for so long before you hit the wall. Everybody has that time when they hit the wall, but if you improved and you worked on yourself for XYZ amount of years and you holding shit down, then you're going to be one of those main ones surviving. Like, I remember when I didn't have shit, even a pot to piss in, I was down on my luck and everything. And you basically said, fellas, ladies, y'all really need to hold yourselves accountable. You really need to go ahead and work on yourself. Stop worrying about everything else that's out the way that you're trying to get attention for. Once I started doing that, my life is so much better, man. I got exes that call me. I don't want to be bothered with them because I'm working on myself. And at the same time, I'm working on my survival, and I'm holding down what's going on for the kids. And, my exes that took me for child support, not saying, I'm not saying I was in the wrong. I did help the most as I could to help do what I could for my kids. But at the same time, you involved the wrong people in on our business. So now you're calling me looking for help. So when I got my visitation on and I came to the spot, my ex wanted to talk to me, and I was just like, ain't nothing for us to talk about. Give me my son, and I'm out. I'm already paying, whatever's doing, but now they're talking about cutting her off. Now she's asking for help, and I said, nah, just let me know what he needs, and I'll get it. Other than that, we through. I'm moving forward. I got all my shit ready, bro. I'm getting this house. My pops is leaving me, his estate, and I just been working on myself ever since, man. Making $36 an hour, man. So thank you so much.
That's good to hear, man. I appreciate your call, man. I'm glad you're progressing and moving in the direction that you choose to move into. Okay.
Absolutely. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for accepting my call.
All right, man.
Y'all take care.
All right, you too, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, bro. That was a very good call, man. Shout out to the Elements for becoming a member. Shout out to Elements. He's part of the stream team. Well, this stream team. Salute to you. All right, he's a stream member. All right. Yeah, the call is very inspirational. And shout out to all my NY people. I have a lot of New York people that listen, that follow the show, that call in. Some good people up there, man. I got some family up there. Some family I have yet to meet. Might be one of the family might be calling in to one of these shows one day. Who knows? But yeah, I hope that things can get back to normal. I think they will. I don't care what the doom and gloomers say. They've been doom and gloom since 2012. So we all know what goes on. We all know this is not something new. They've been telling us that the end is near for a long time, and a lot of us are getting older. As a matter of fact, some of us are getting gray hairs. Okay. Well, your Elements, you from Queens? That's where I got family. I got family from right there in Jamaica, Queens. You still in New York, basically. That's what people thought I was from when they first heard me. They said, "Oh, you from New York?" Not really. Family, though. All right, let's see. Shout out to Michael Dwayne, NYC. Stand up. Yeah, shout out to the NY. Ricky say Brooklyn. I gotta go to New York. I gotta get. I feel like a piece of me is missing until I go to New York.
NYC, stand up.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I gotta go up there. I feel like a piece of me is not filled until I go there and see the family that's up there. Yeah, you sound like a Brooklyn cat, though. That's what people thought I was from, You gotta get a chopped cheese there, okay? Yeah, I know. I knew dudes. I want to say high school. I think I knew a guy in high school with gray hair. Closer in high school, yeah. You got to experience it, Jay. I want to. Jay, your accent is like mine. Southern twang with some northern notes. My family's from Alabama, but I grew up in the DMV. Okay, Brianna. Yeah, I do have a little twang into it. My aunt used to, she moved back down here, but she lived in Maryland for a long time. And I would go up there and visit her and my cousin. I would go up there and visit them. Yeah, shout out to the DMV too. Used to pass right through DC. And DC was bad back then. This is the late 90s. Never been to NYC, but people stay claiming them. Well, I don't claim them, but I think they have a lot of cool people there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I used to go to Maryland back in the late 90s, man. Even then, it was bad. It was like, make sure you lock your doors. When you get to a trap, you get to like a stoplight, lock your doors. That's what my aunt used to tell us. Lock your doors. Yo, you live. What's going on?
Hey Jay, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on with you?
It's my uncle. I wanted to comment on the video. I was
Okay.
gonna say, I watched the video with it was Big Sean and Janae, and I just thought it was humiliating and sad. I feel like she embarrassed herself and kind of humiliated him in front of those viewers and the public because I don't know how long they've been dating. Do you know?
Well, people were saying that it was all in fun, but you know, there's truth behind sarcasm because I'm a sarcastic guy, so I understand truth in it. Comedians do it all the time, you know.
I don't know. I don't see what's fun about that.
Yeah, well, her fans think it was funny. I guess the whole the exchange, I guess, was funny to them, you know.
My thing is, she said, I don't need no man. And then she like snapped her fingers in his face.
Yeah, she basically, that was basically a warning to him. Yeah. You know.
It just kind of sounds, when I say that, you know, that means I moved on and I'm not about to settle. It means I'm not about to marry you. So I just didn't understand what was so fun about it. But that's all I had to say.
Okay. Well, you know, you ain't the only one, but I appreciate the call nonetheless, Nassar. Okay.
Much respect. Take care, Jay.
You too. All right. All right. Shout out to Nassar with the call. Moderator. Yeah, Big Sean face said his whole face encompassed that whole, like, come on, man. People trying to make it sound like, oh, that's no big deal. Come on, man. You try to catch him up, embarrassing, using sarcasm. I use sarcasm. I know how to mix truth with sarcasm. I know when other people do it. That's why it was easy to pick up on. But again, you know, Janae has her fans that are gonna support it no matter what. That was dude. I seen dudes in the comment section thinking that it was cute, and I'm like, sure it is, bro. Until your chick does that to you, then we'll see how funny it is. Lee's, what's good from B More? Shout out to B More. Yeah, the dudes in the comment section talking about how cute it is. Oh, okay, bro. Okay, bro. Or sis. Whatever happened to Vern? Vern's still here? Vern probably at work. Vern out here getting that bread. He might have been in here. I might have seen him in here. Shout out to everybody that's getting that bread. You know? Luke, nobody's blocking your comments, bro. I can see your comments. What are you saying? Kia, you say you just talked about this topic? Oh, okay. So what you think about it? What you think about this quarantine? I seen one person come here and say, well, the quarantine isn't destroying anything. Okay, we'll see when people are free to go wherever they want to go and they're no longer with the person that they with. They're hopping in the arms of somebody else. Yeah, right, Brianna, with the bread emoji. They're getting that bread. You know? Somebody ain't destroying. Obviously, you know, people don't understand relationships, man. Like, look at all these challenges, man. Look at the women on these Instagram lives twerking. These women in whole relationships and marriages, and they're twerking for Tory Lanez or whoever, Boosie. And it's like, if your dude was on the IG live flirting with chicks, taking his shirt off, like, would you be okay with that? I highly doubt it. And you don't see a bunch of dudes on IG lives just looking for attention, hopping on and talking to these females. You don't really see that. But it's so easy for one of these chicks to hop on an IG live and get to twerking, get to scripting. And it's like, yo, you got a whole dude in the other room. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just how people operate. Jay making sandwiches out here. Yeah, making some toast sandwiches. Some homemade sub sandwiches. Well, ISIS, there are regular average women that are doing that too. You give them an opportunity. You give them the opportunity, they will. You know? I seen a regular, average, everyday girl lick a dumpster rim for some money. And the worst part about it, the one thing that really fucked me up, was that she wasn't an ugly girl at all. She was actually an attractive girl, but they got her to lick the rim of a dumpster. I'm talking about a dumpster outside a public building for money. So as long as there's something in it for them, or there's a challenge or a camera, no matter if you're regular or a scripper, you got women that are willing to push their morals to the side. I wish I could find that. I wish I could find that video. I wish I could find that video. I see you, Jenna. But see, that's the thing. Whenever it comes to a relationship falling apart or marriage falling apart, it's usually because one of the two people in it ends up showing the other person who they are, you know? I wish I could find that video. You know? I'm telling you, man. Her dude filming her, we lost. That was her dude. I thought it was just another guy, but that was her dude. That makes it worse, because you have to. First off, you have to kiss her in the mouth. Like, if she willing to do that, and you her dude, and you filming that, but you got to kiss her in the mouth though. Which you really shouldn't be kissing most women in the mouth. But you know. I think it is open. I mean, how you get busted for cheating? Your dude leaves because he knows it's true and then go right back. Cedric, I say that because I can. That's why I say you know. You know? Yeah, what that mouth do? You filming your chick doing some crazy shit, but you got to kiss her at the end of the day. He probably did, man. That's why you dudes. I know, Cedric, it's all good. That's why you dudes have to stop living off women. We can't sit here and try to call women out on their behavior when you got dudes who are willingly living with a woman who cheats on them, that is disrespectful towards them. You don't want to be in that situation. I wouldn't want to be in it. My ego would not allow me to be in that situation. I don't want no woman taking care of me. My mother took care of me when I was young. I don't need the woman that I'm sleeping with taking care of me, because I know for certain she's going to feel some type of way. So I think any man or male who is living off of a woman, to me, is not a man. He's just a male. I don't care how many women you get. That doesn't matter to me. You can sleep with, thousands of women, but at the end of the day, you still living with one. So to me, you're not impressing me. I'm not impressed. You're just a homosexual who is very good with women. That's all. You don't have no accomplishments. You don't own no property. You don't make no money like that. Your hand is constantly out, So we have to be able to differentiate those things. I don't respect any man who lives off a woman. I really don't. To me, you're less than. I'm sorry. You're less than. I can't respect you. I can't look you in the eyes. I can't have a logical conversation with you. You haven't accomplished shit. You living off of a woman. What am I going to talk to you about? What are we going to talk about? Talk about how many women you get? Well, why don't you translate that to getting paid, getting money? Unless you out here getting tricked on. Unless you out here getting tricked on. You getting tricked on out here? But still, that's even worse, man. You know? Yeah, man, you got to get your money up. You got to get your business up before you have any type of conversation with me. Because the way I be, you know, I'm very short with people that I really don't feel is intellectually nowhere near me. You know, that conversation is going to be extremely short. Shout out to Coco Jaye. Appreciate that, Coco. Shout out to Coco. She's been supporting lately. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, like getting a lot of women don't impress me. How much money you make, or not how much property do you own? Do you own your own home? Do you own your own car? What type of business that you're getting into or doing? Where you see yourself going? You know, are you in the stocks? I don't care about how many women got, because again, listen, any man can not front. Well, some people be lying, but any man can claim they get a bunch of women, but claim you get a bunch of money. We want to see that. We want those receipts. Those receipts will be very much appreciated. It's Friday, man. It's Friday afternoon. It's a beautiful day out here. Shout out to everybody that's here. You know, I wish a lot of women would stop wasting their fucking time with these lames, man, who don't make no money, who ain't bringing nothing to the situation. Like you gotta look at them sideways every day when it's time for the rent to get paid. Okay, the rent is due. They looking at you. They looking at you. Okay, they're like, I ain't got it. I don't know. Waiting for that stimulus. You know what I'm saying? When I get that stimulus, we'll see. You know? Yeah, but the calls have been shut down, man. I want y'all to make sure y'all have a good weekend. I know, especially the essential workers. Everybody too, but y'all essential workers, y'all been working constantly. Probably all week. Probably working overtime, even though the government's going to take half. They're going to take half of that overtime. But shout out to y'all, man. All right. Okay, Abby. Jay, they're not gonna do it. Stop having hope for these hoes. I mean, listen, man. Maybe I am having hope, a little bit too much hope, because they talking a big game. What's good, Leah? Can't say your last name, but Dia. Maybe I'm optimistic because I'm hearing a lot of leveling up. I'm hearing women saying that we're getting more feminine. Okay, well, let's do better in making sure that you ain't out here getting played. Okay, let's make sure that you're not out here literally taking financial L's to men. You know that you believe you're better than. You know that you could be doing better than. You know. But like I said, I want everybody to win. You know, I don't want people to, especially the people that watch and support me. I definitely want y'all to win. You know, I don't want y'all to take losses out here. I want y'all to be successful and succeed. Okay? So shout out to y'all. This is a good live stream. Oh, Brianna, I'm always going to be optimistic, but I'm just saying I'm going to have optimism in everybody until they prove themselves wrong, I guess, you know? But yeah, man, shout out to the Elements becoming a new member. Hey, members, I want y'all to understand we'll be putting up fresh content there from time to time. I want to do a members only live stream where we can just, chit chat. I might fire up the stream lab, not stream lab, but the stream yards. I might get the stream yards popping. You know, get the stream yards popping. You know, y'all know what happens when the stream yards get to get on. You know what I'm saying? Stream yards. When we get that stream yards popping, you already know, man. But yeah, man, y'all have a good rest of your afternoon, man. Make sure that y'all continue to be optimistic in your everyday life, because optimism go a long way, you know, with your family. Because especially if you're like, you know, you're clearly the leader of the household, they're going to be looking for you to be, you know, to motivate them and to keep them going. They may not say it, but they're going to be watching your every move. Your every move is going to be watched. You know, your every move is going to be watched. So you want to show strength and you want to show leadership, because that's what matters at the end of the day, you know? So yeah, I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Y'all have a good rest of your day and weekend. All right, people.